So this one is looking at corporate evolution. So these are different divisions maybe. So this company, they had a product. It was designed in the 80s, and they have an R&D team dedicated to them. In fact, they use Creo. That's because Pro Engineer, its predecessor, was fantastic with parametric technology back in the 80s. So the history there is that they've continued to use PTC. Product 2 came along after that. It's very much aligned to the aerospace industry, and the aerospace industry has a massive alignment, great use with Dassault Systems Catia tool. So the divisional director there decided to run Catia. Product number 3 is much newer. It's a relatively simple product, and at the time the director was setting up that unit, he needed to get something done quickly, and the pool of users out there, or engineers out there, there was a big pool of Autodesk Inventor or SolidWorks users. There tends to be a much bigger pool, and they tend to be slightly cheaper as well. So at that stage, that director went down that route. From a manufacturing point of view, well, they went with AutoCAD because they only believe that they need to use a 2D tool. They're just going to be sending some things to some of their machines, so they stuck with 2D. And then from a subcontractor point of view, you can pull in a number of different subcontractors, and here I'm just representing that they've chosen a different CAD product, and here it's just a Siemens NX tool. So what I'm trying to display here is that over the evolution of time, companies, if the divisional directors have been given the ability to spend and to make decisions on software, there can be quite different choices throughout, all made for very good, valid reasons. But when you look at this picture, it doesn't now make for good reading. So when a leader comes in and says, well, okay, we need to think about rationalizing some of these tools, why can't he move the engineers from the R&D team number 1 to the R&D team number 3? Well, they can't do that because they need training up on Autodesk Inventor. So you start begging the question, okay, well, maybe we need to start rationalizing these tools. And if you do want to rationalize these tools, it becomes very difficult because the data is in different formats, maybe in different management areas. Also, and someone else in the business, maybe manufacturing, saying, well, we need to look at standardizing parts across all our different product families. Let's do some cost rationalization. In the back end, they can see that they're using the same nuts and bolts, but they've got different names across the different product areas. But it becomes very difficult because this data is in different data formats. So the first one here is kind of pointing out why things may have happened. Naturally, it's gone that route, and you'll be surprised at how many companies have got to this stage and then have a big project on to try and rationalize. Mergers and acquisitions, that's obviously going to be a common one. The company on the left has got very good maturity processes with Mentor Graphics, storing all their data, getting all their libraries in place. They love it, live it and breathe it. But further up the tree, there's been a decision then to merge or purchase another company, and they're using Cadence. Again, equally as mature. So this then starts the conversation about who is going to yield in many ways. It doesn't make sense to have two different parts of the business that's merging using two different systems. So it becomes the discussions come into place around how many licenses they have, are they good at managing them, how much it all costs. So there can be some difficult decisions there.